Life isn't fair. I know that's not a particularly profound observation, but it still needs to be said. Sometimes good people get hurt. Sometimes honest people get lied to. Sometimes you pay a price for decisions you never made. Sometimes you do everything right and things still fall apart anyway. If that's happened to you, your frustration, it's understandable. Your anger may be justified. Your grief is entirely real. But let's not stay there too long. Because while you're deciding whether life treated you fairly, the roof, it still leaks. The bills, they're still coming in. The children, they still need dinner and care. The obligation remains. I think one of the great mistakes of modern society is confusing an explanation with a solution. We have become so good as a society at explaining why we are struggling. We can explain our hardships, we can explain our pain. Hell, we can explain our setbacks. And sometimes, all of those explanations are even completely accurate. But understanding why a problem exists, that really doesn't do anything to solve the problem. The roof still leaks. The bills still arrive. The obligation remains. Now, before anyone misunderstands me, I am not saying that pain is not real. It surely is. I am not insinuating that grief is not real. That's ridiculous. I am not saying that people should pretend everything is fine when it clearly isn't. Well, that's just foolish. In my life, I've buried people I loved. I've watched things that I spent years, sometimes even decades, building collapse. I've had periods in my life where I was angry, exhausted, overwhelmed, and unsure what comes next. One example, when my father died, I'm not gonna lie to you, I crawled into a whiskey bottle for a while. Certainly not proud of it, but it's the truth. Grief is real. Loss is real. Pain is real. But eventually, I realized something. Too many people in my life needed me. My wife needed a husband, and frankly, she deserved one. My children needed their father. The people who depended on me, they still depended on me, regardless of what I was going through. The fact that I was hurting, that didn't make their needs disappear. The obligation remained. And I think that's something that modern people often forget. When hardship arrives, we tend to focus entirely on our own suffering. But the fact is, we are rarely the only person affected. When you get blindsided, let's face it, the people who love you, well, they get blindsided too. When a father is grieving, his children see that and they're hurting. When a husband is struggling, his wife is struggling with him. When a leader falls, the community always feels it. The shock doesn't stop with you. it ripples outward. And that's why responsibility matters. Not because your pain isn't real, but because everyone else's pain is real too. There are many seasons in life where grief is appropriate. There are times when our need to sit down, catch our breath, and mourn what was lost can take over for a time. You can cry. You can be angry. You can be disappointed. You can sit down for a moment and catch your breath. And frankly, you should. But here's the thing. You cannot build a house there. Because eventually, the people who depend on you, they're going to start looking around and asking, well, what now? And sooner or later, someone has to pick up the tools and start the rebuilding. If you're fortunate enough to have people who depend on you, that someone, well, it's probably going to be you. And that's one of the lessons I think the old stories understood so much better than we often do today. People always remember the battles, the adventures, the heroes, the dramatic moments. The thing is, if you strip away all the poetry and the storytelling, most of those stories, they're all about the same thing. Something difficult, maybe even catastrophic happened. And someone accepted responsibility for dealing with it. That's it. Not glory, not fame. It's responsibility. The hero is not the person who never suffers. The hero is the person who keeps moving despite the suffering. And most of the time, I'm not going to lie to you, it does not feel heroic. It feels exhausting. It feels unfair. It feels overwhelming. It feels like standing in front of a mountain of problems, wondering where the hell you're supposed to begin. But just begin somewhere. Pick up the shovel. Take a step. Fix one thing. Make one call. Solve one problem. And then solve the next. And the next. And the next. You don't have to be fearless. You don't have to be unbreakable. You certainly don't have to pretend you aren't hurting. Hell, you can cry all the way out to the pit to shovel it. The thing is, the pit still needs shoveling. The work still needs doing. The obligation